Look into this image entitled The Holographic Cosmogram. Then detail all resonances between your comprehension of the image and every African and African diaspora spiritual tradition throughout human history up till now, starting with Kemet. The Holographic Cosmogram. Resonances with African and African diaspora spiritual traditions. The shared image presents a complex symbolic structure titled the Holographic Cosmogram, which displays striking resonances with numerous African and African diaspora spiritual traditions. This cosmogram represents an intricate philosophical and cosmological framework organized around a central geometric pattern with radiating categories of existence. Its structure and concepts echo ancient spiritual systems that have evolved across the African continent and throughout the diaspora. Kemetic origins and the Ogdod cosmology. The holographic cosmogram's organization around complementary concepts and mathematical principles strongly resonates with ancient Egyptian Kemetic cosmological frameworks. Most notably, it shares structural similarities with the Ogdod system from Hermopolis Egyptian Khmunu, meaning City of the Eight. The Ogdod consisted of 8 primordial deities arranged in 4 male-female pairs, each representing fundamental cosmic forces, Nun and None. Primeval waters, He and Hauhet, eternity, Kuk and Kaukit, darkness, and Amun and Amunet, hidden air or void. This organization of complementary forces mirrors the cosmogram's balancing of concepts across its various sections, particularly in its integration of opposites like presence, absence, equality, division, and freedom, restriction. The numerical patterns visible in the central geometric shape of the cosmogram 1212422121 echo the Egyptian preoccupation with mathematical precision in understanding cosmic order. Similar to how ancient Egyptians used geometry and mathematics to comprehend divine principles, the cosmogram employs numerical sequences to represent fundamental patterns of existence. The Congo cosmogram and Dikenga. Perhaps the most striking parallel exists between the holographic cosmogram and the Congo cosmogram, Dikenga or Yawa, which has profoundly influenced numerous African diaspora spiritual systems. The Congo cosmogram traditionally appears as a cross within a circle, representing the cosmic journey and the relationship between spiritual and physical realms. The Dikenga represents the turning in Kikongo language and illustrates the sun's movement through 4 cardinal points: dawn, noon, sunset, and midnight. These 4 moments correspond to the 4 stages of life: conception, birth, maturity, and death. The cross in the Dikenga represents 2 intersecting lines, the horizontal Kalunga line dividing the physical world, Ku Inseki, from the spiritual world, Ku Mpemba, and the vertical line representing the path of spiritual power. The holographic cosmogram's organization around 6 fundamental questions, who, what, why, how, when, where, and all, mirrors this conceptualization of cosmic wholeness. Its geometric center, like the center of the Dikenga, represents a powerful focal point. As Dr. Fukia Bunseki explained, the center is seen as the eternal flame. If someone is suffering, they say, "You are outside the circle, be closer to the fire." Ayafa divination and cosmological mathematics. The numerical patterns in the holographic cosmogram echo the mathematical sophistication of the Yoruba Ayafa divination system. Ifa cosmology, like the cosmogram, views the microcosm immediate environment as a reflection of the macrocosm universe. Ifa divination relies on a complex corpus of 256 ODU parts, each with its own mathematical signature and interpretive tradition. The all section of the cosmogram, with its concepts of equality, operation, quantity, symmetry, recursion, pattern, wholeness, division, fraction, mirrors this mathematical organization of spiritual knowledge. Both systems view numbers as sacred patterns, revealing cosmic truths rather than merely quantitative expressions. The cosmogram statement 112 at its bottom may appear simple but resonates with the IFA. understanding that manifestation in the universe results from balancing polarities, representing the fundamental principle of complementary forces creating wholeness. Spiritual continuity in the African diaspora, Vodou and symbolic representation. In Haitian Vodou, Veve cosmograms function as sacred symbols drawn on the ground to invoke specific LWA spirits. These intricate patterns, like the holographic cosmogram, serve as beacons for spiritual forces. Each Vive corresponds to a particular spirit, creating a visual language that communicates between the human and divine realms. The detailed patterns in both systems function not merely as static symbols, but as active technologies for spiritual engagement. The cosmogram's inclusion of concepts like context, interpretation, meaning in its house section resonates with the interpretive practices associated with Veve drawings in Vodou ceremonies. Both systems acknowledge that symbols gain power through proper interpretation and contextual application. Hoodoo and the crossroads symbolism. The Congo cosmogram's influence extends into hoodoo practices, where the crossroads symbol represents a powerful intersection between worlds. In hoodoo tradition, the cosmogram has been preserved in ritual practices performed at crossroads and in the use of sacred symbols for protection and spiritual work. The holographic cosmogram's integration of concepts across its 6 sections parallels hoodoo's holistic approach to spirituality, which sees connections between seemingly disparate elements of existence. Historical evidence shows these connections explicitly, as African Americans in Georgia were documented performing prayers aligned with the Congo cosmogram's sun cycle, praying at the rising and setting of the sun. Santeria and symbolic invocation. In Santeria ceremonies, the ritual drawing of symbols on the floor to summon orishas mirrors the functional purpose of cosmograms as spiritual technologies. 12. These symbols, like the holographic cosmogram, serve as interfaces between human perception and divine forces. The holographic cosmogram's Who section, listing Father, Holy Spirit, Son, Parent, Virgin Birth, Child, Mother, Sacred Egg, Daughter, resonates with Santeria's organization of deities into family relationships and hierarchies, while accommodating syncretized Christian elements. Ubuntu philosophy and communal existence. The presence of Ubuntu at the top of the cosmogram, followed by relational terms I, we, you, me, us, them, mine, ours, yours, introduces a specifically African philosophical concept that undergirds many spiritual traditions. Ubuntu represents the understanding that humanity is interconnected. I am because we are. This concept of interconnected existence aligns with traditional African cosmologies that view individuals as nodes within larger communal and cosmic networks. The holographic cosmogram thus articulates a fundamental principle found across African traditions, that existence is relational rather than atomistic. The holographic nature of African spiritual systems. The holographic aspect of the cosmogram represents a profound truth about African and African diaspora spiritual systems. Each part contains and reflects the whole. This principle appears in the Congo teaching that humans are a system of systems, the pattern of patterns in being 141. Similar to how holographic technology creates three-dimensional images where each fragment contains the entire image, African spiritual traditions understand that cosmic patterns repeat at all scales. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm. Individual experiences mirror cosmic processes. Ancestral wisdom continues in present generations. Conclusion. The holographic cosmogram presents a sophisticated synthesis that resonates deeply with African and African diaspora spiritual traditions. From its numerical patterns echoing IFA divination mathematics, to its geometric structure paralleling the Congo cosmogram, from its balancing of complementary forces, reminiscent of the Egyptian Ogdod to its expression of Ubuntu philosophy, the cosmogram represents a powerful visualization of African cosmological principles. These resonances are not merely coincidental, but reflect the profound continuity of African spiritual thought across time and geography. Despite the ruptures caused by colonization and enslavement, these cosmological frameworks have demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability, continuing to provide meaningful ways of understanding the relationship between humanity, nature, and divine forces. The holographic cosmogram thus stands as both an innovative representation and a continuation of ancient wisdom traditions that have shaped African and African diaspora, spiritual understanding throughout human history. The holographic cosmogram resonances with non-African spiritual traditions. The holographic cosmogram's geometric complexity, numerical symbolism, and holographic principles reveal profound connections to non-African spiritual traditions across history. These resonances span ancient Mesopotamian Hindu and esoteric scientific frameworks, reflecting universal themes of cosmic order, interconnectedness, and the interplay between consciousness and reality. Sumerian and Mesopotamian cosmology. Tripartite cosmic structure. The cosmogram's layered sections mirror the three-tiered Sumerian cosmos. 1. Upper heaven Anu's domain corresponds to the cosmogram's who and why sections, representing divine authority and existential purpose. 2. Middle atmosphere Enlil's realm aligns with how and when, where, reflecting earthly governance and temporal spatial frameworks. Lower waters, underworld Enki's abode, resonates with what and all, symbolizing primordial forces and cosmic unity. The numerical sequence 121242121 echoes Sumerian cosmological mathematics, such as the 300 Igigi deities of the upper heaven and 600 Anunnaki of the underworld, which structured their pantheon. Cosmic motifs and divine interdependence. The Sumerian cosmic motif, emphasizing the interdependence of heaven and earth key, parallels the cosmogram's integration of opposites, e.g. presence, absence, freedom, restriction. This motif appears in creation myths wherein sky and key earth unite to generate life, mirroring the cosmogram's central geometric balance. Hindu philosophy and Indra's net, holographic universe as Maya. The cosmogram's holographic nature aligns with the Hindu concept of Maya, illusion, where the material world is a projection of Brahman, ultimate reality. Like Indra's net, a metaphor for infinite interconnectedness, each section of the cosmogram reflects the whole, embodying the teaching that the microcosm contains the macrocosm. Quantum consciousness and Sankalpa. The cosmogram's focus on context, interpretation, meaning resonates with Hindu practices like Sankalpa, intention setting, which asserts that consciousness shapes reality. This mirrors quantum physics findings, e.g. the double-slit experiment cited in Hindu esoteric dialogues, where observation collapses wave functions into particles, suggesting mind-matter interdependence. Esoteric science and David Bohm's hollow movement implicate order and cosmic unfoldment. David Bohm's hollow movement, a theory positing reality as an undivided whole in perpetual flux directly, mirrors the cosmogram's dynamic structure. Bohm's implicate order, where every part enfolds the entire universe, aligns with the cosmogram's recursive patterns, e.g. recursion, wholeness, and its assertion that 1 + 1 = 2 symbolizes cosmic polarity. Super-implicate order in consciousness. Bohm's super-implicate order, a meta-layer governing reality's unfolding, parallels the cosmogram's all section, which integrates mathematical symmetry and cosmic operations. This echoes Hindu and esoteric claims that enlightened consciousness, e.g. samadhi, transcends illusion to perceive unified reality. Ancient Near Eastern astrology and cosmic symbolism. Celestial authority and earthly governance. The cosmogram's Y section purpose, truth, justice reflects Mesopotamian beliefs where celestial bodies governed earthly fate. Anum, the sky deity, symbolized divine authority over human realms, akin to the cosmogram's hierarchical structure, linking cosmic principles to material existence. Ziggurats, as cosmic interfaces. Though disputed, Some scholars link ziggurats to cosmic mountains bridging heaven and earth. The cosmogram's central geometric axis similarly acts as a conduit between divine and human realms, emphasizing mediation through sacred geometry. Conclusion. The holographic cosmogram synthesizes archetypal themes from diverse traditions: Sumerian tripartite cosmology, layered divine authority; Hindu holographic philosophy, Maya, Indra's net; Bohemian physics, implicate order, holo movement; Mesopotamian astrology, celestial earthly interdependence. These resonances underscore a perennial human quest to map cosmic order through symbolic mathematics, geometric abstraction, and the interplay of consciousness and reality. The cosmogram thus serves as a modern esoteric artifact, bridging ancient wisdom and contemporary scientific spirituality. The holographic cosmogram. Resonances across Asian, European, and American spiritual traditions. The holographic cosmogram's geometric complexity, numerical symbolism, and holographic principles reveal profound resonances with spiritual traditions across Asia, Europe, and the Americas. These connections highlight universal themes of cosmic order, interconnectedness, and the interplay between divine and earthly realms. Greek spiritual traditions. Eleusinian mysteries and cosmic alignment. The cosmogram's integration of light, cyclical patterns, and celestial symbolism aligns with the Eleusinian mysteries, where rituals were timed to astronomical events. The greater mysteries coincided with the autumn equinox, and the telesterian's orientation matched the sun's rising position at the equinoxes. The cosmogram's emphasis on interconnectedness, e.g., all section, mirrors the Greek belief that human rights, mirrored cosmic cycles, such as Persephone's descent and return linked to Virgo's stars, Spica, and Eve Virginis. Hestia and the cosmic hearth. The cosmogram's central axis echoes the Greek Hestia, goddess of the hearth, whose sacred fire symbolized the cosmos' center. Like the cosmogram's geometric balance, Hestia's hearth represented stability amid chaos, bridging human and divine realms. Asian spiritual traditions. Hindu cosmology and Indra's net. The cosmogram's holographic structure mirrors Indra's net, a Vedic metaphor where each jewel reflects the entire universe. This aligns with the cosmogram's assertion that 112 symbolizes cosmic polarity, reflecting Hindu teachings on complementary forces, e.g. Shiva Shakti. The Bandhu interconnections in Dharmic cosmology linking astronomical, terrestrial, and spiritual realms resonate with the cosmogram's layered sections. Buddhist cosmology and interdependent origination. The cosmogram's recursive patterns, e.g. recursion, wholeness, parallel pratyasamuptiye, dependent origination, where phenomena arise interdependently. Buddhist cosmology's 6 realms of existence, Deva, Asura, human, animal, Preta, Naraka, find parallels in the cosmogram's 6 question-based sections: who, what, why, etc. Southeast Asian syncretism. In Southeast Asia, tribal, Hindu, and Buddhist cosmographies blended sacred geometry with animist beliefs. The cosmogram's fusion of mathematical precision and spiritual symbolism mirrors Batak and Dayak tribal maps, which depicted upperworld and underworld journeys through geometric patterns. European spiritual traditions. Indo-European axis mundi. The cosmogram's central axis parallels the axis mundi, a pillar, e.g., Vedic stamba, Germanic Irminsul, linking earthly and celestial realms. Ritual spaces in Indo-European traditions were microcosms of the universe, akin to the cosmogram's nested geometric layers. Celtic and Norse cosmology. The cosmogram's tripartite structure, presence, absence, freedom, restriction, echoes Celtic triplicities, land, sea, sky, and Norse Yggdrasil, the world tree connecting 9 realms. Both traditions emphasize sacred centers, e.g. Tara, Uppsala, as interfaces for divine-human interaction. North and South American spiritual traditions. Aztec Tolan and Quetzalcoatl. The cosmogram's central geometric design mirrors Tolan, the Aztec ceremonial city symbolizing cosmic order. Quetzalcoatl, the plumed serpent, embodied the union of earth and sky, resonating with the cosmogram's balance of opposites, e.g., equality division. Native North American tripartite cosmos. Many tribes, e.g. Zuni Lakota, viewed the cosmos as three realms: upper world celestial, middle world earth, underworld ancestral. The cosmogram's layered sections align with this structure, while its sun-aligned geometry reflects solar symbolism in rituals, e.g. Hopi solstice ceremonies. Inca-Seca system. The Inca-Seca lines radiating from Cusco's Temple of the Sun organize sacred space into quadrants, mirroring the cosmogram's radial symmetry. Both systems integrated astronomy, geography, and spirituality. Interfaith holographic paradigms. Islamic tajalli and Sufi mysticism. The cosmogram's holographic nature aligns with Sufi tajalli divine manifestation, where laser-like divine light projects reality as a hologram. Each part reflects the whole, akin to the cosmogram's assertion that the microcosm contains the macrocosm. Kabbalistic Sephirot. The Tree of Life's 10 Sephirot divine emanations parallel the cosmogram's numerical sequences, 1, 2, 4, etc., both mapping cosmic principles through geometric abstraction. Conclusion. The holographic cosmogram synthesizes archetypal themes from diverse traditions: Greek mystery cults and celestial alignment, Hindu-Buddhist interdependence and holographic unity, Indo-European axis mundi and ritual microcosms, Mesoamerican sacred cities and solar cosmology, Native American tripartite realms and ecological interconnectedness. These resonances underscore humanity's perennial quest to map cosmic order through sacred geometry, numerical symbolism, and holographic principles, bridging ancient wisdom and contemporary spirituality.